Hello and welcome back to Europe 1100, and I actually wanted to start in this particular siege because I actually wanted to show you that I haven't taken any damage. Yeah, I know, it seems like a bit of a pathetic thing to show you, but generally, okay, here's the thing. Usually, you know me, I take huge amounts of damage, right? I take huge amounts of damage every single time we go into a siege because I either make a mistake or the AI is just relatively good at getting me in the head and shooting me in the face. Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. But this time around, I was actually able to get 34 kills. As you can see, I wasn't standing back or anything like that. I was literally going right on in there, and I took 0 damage. And I just wanted to show you that because I am capable of it, alright? I am capable, but it's just a rarity, I guess. Anyway, on a more serious note, we have just began our last final little push to take some additional fiefs, because that's the thing. I am actually going to be creating a new clan here. And this particular castle is going to be starting with that, because obviously what we need to do is we need to prevent, and you know, thank you very much to the person that actually brought this to my attention, because I was thinking to myself, am I really going to give all of this stuff to one vassal? And I was a bit worried about it myself, but now that someone else mentioned it, that really makes a huge difference and has actually, you know, given me a little bit of food for thought right there. So that's why we're going to be making things a little bit, maybe a little bit easier for us, shall we say. So, let's manage the castle real fast, and then we will see what we can do about creating a new clan. So, here we go. As I say, usually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slap a bunch of money in there just to assist them in the best possible way that I can think of. And bear in mind, we basically can now just create any clan that we want. Doesn't matter whether they have the same culture or anything like that, and then they will be, well, they'll be perfectly fine. Their loyalty will be perfectly fine because we just generally have insane policies. Those policies are so incredibly important. Anyway, plus 10% accuracy to my siege engines. No, that requires me to be the governor, so I will be doing the wall breaker one, which gives me plus 25% damage dealt to walls during sieges. That's absolutely fantastic. I will be taking that. Alright, so we're just going to take a little bit of time. Unfortunately, I am now... yes, I'm now having some issues with food. Alright, let me actually just have a quick look here. What can I actually do about this? Can we do something with this? I don't even know. You'll not be able to undo this action. Well, if I could, I'd be some kind of miracle worker. There you go. Alright, how much do we get? 62. Right, okay. So, we just need to wait for the vote to come in. There we go. I'm actually going to go back over here to the olive village and all that stuff. And I'm actually going to be giving it to myself. Going to give it to myself here because I need the ownership over it to be able to provide it to someone else and to be able to create the clan. And Dalaset is going to be the one that will be taking over ownership. As you can see, here she is. And she used to be one of my caravan runners, and I'm kind of just making her this because I think she has relatively decent stats to become a vassal. I mean, it's okay, you know. And I think this is probably going to be a little easier than giving it to someone else. So let's have a look. Dalaset, Dalaset what? What do we want to call her? Dalaset, Tessalad. There we go. Yes, that's absolutely wonderful. Wow. How did I come up with that name? I bet you know. Oh, yes. I bet you know. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Okay, yeah. So anyway... yeah, so she's going to leave, and she's going to create her own clan, and hopefully she's going to have some decent space in her army. Oh, this village was just looted. That is not particularly good. Oh well, never mind. Hopefully the actual town is going to have food. Oh, they don't. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem situation. I could potentially buy some stuff here, but as you can see, it's not gonna really help me that much. Ooh, okay, yeah, we might have some problems. Maybe I should go to the fish village. Maybe we can... Oh, Yes, how irritating. They have looted absolutely everything in this vicinity here, so that is not very good. Hello, Roger. Ah, it is good to see you, sir. Okay, I will be attempting to persuade him to join us. Yes, here we go. We might be able to do it. This would be a fantastic thing for us to get. If we were able to get him, I would be very, very pleased. There you go. We were able to get him. That's great. So that means we can now provide him with 138,000. This is also, by the way, another reason why money is very, very important. Because even if, you know, even if you have a couple of 100,000, even if you have over 1 million gold, there's always going to be these opportunities cropping up. And then you're going to think to yourself, okay, I really need to have, you know, 138,000 just to throw away on some random vassal. Because let's face it, what if he decides to leave? You know, what if he decides to leave? That's happened to me multiple times in the past where I have thought to myself, oh yeah, this is going to be so cool. We're going to be able to get this this really powerful vassal and his clan to join us. And then I pay, I don't know, 300,000 or something like that for him to join us. And then he ends up leaving 2 days later. Isn't that a huge kick in the teeth? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that can happen and has happened to me multiple times in the past, as I said. So, yeah, you know, having a little bit of spare cash, which is what I was actually getting at the entire time I was talking here, is the fact that you need that spare cash to just fall back on. Because you never know. Sometimes things just don't go the way that you want them to go. Can I actually get these guys? Yes, I can. I can get a couple of them to get into the battle here. Let's just do a nice little auto-resolve. We're going to be taking this guy prisoner. I'm just going to let him go because he's a mercenary person. So it might make sense for us to just do that. And we're just going to sort by tier here. Ooh, they got some really powerful crossbowmen there. I'd love to be able to persuade them or convert them to our side. That would be absolutely fantastic. All right, so yeah, I'd like to actually get these guys. Yes, there we go. Let's get more of them. Can we actually try to... never mind. Okay, she's loyal to her liege, so we will just be eliminating her, and we'll be taking all of them prisoner. That's just generally how things are going to go with some of them, and obviously with others, we're just going to let them go, so that's absolutely fine. All right, so yeah, we've now eliminated quite a few. They're still very... It's kind of weird, actually. They're running around with some really small parties. Oh, hello there. Crotor, do battle with me, sir. Oh, no, he just went in there. All right, well, that's going to be amusing. So there's 11 days worth of food here. That shouldn't be too bad. We are probably going to be pretty fine. Let me actually just see. Yeah, I have 12 days. Yeah, this is actually something that someone pointed out in the comments, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, am I looking at that right? Because I didn't even see this. I don't even look at this particular portion of the screen, and I was absolutely gobsmacked that it was actually a thing, because you pointed out, this particular person pointed out that the food situation on the left side here, as you can see, look at this. This basically this basically was at 0, and I was thinking to myself, okay, wait a minute, maybe they're looking at the wrong thing, because I didn't even see this. I have never seen this once before in my life playing this game, which is actually hilarious. You know, that is something that you would never expect from someone that's played this game for hundreds, thousands of hours, right? So, yeah, thank you very much for pointing that out to me, by the way, because I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. Usually all I'm doing is looking down here, you see. And this is what tells me, oh yeah, you know, 10 days worth of food. But it has 28 days up at the top here, and 9 days with the settlement. And I'm going to assume that, well, as you could quite clearly tell when I moused over it, because now we actually have a little bit of extra information regarding that, it basically means the amount of food that our armies have in their possession. And that's it. That's basically what that means, I suppose. And you can see here that they have... basically what this is Amelia has 33 days worth of food, Ili has 27, Sulatha has 35, and Tethiclesa has 27. So they all have a massive amount of food in their possession. I do not, however. I only have 9 days worth. So that is what that is, and that is actually pretty useful, actually, all things considered. I have no idea. I don't know why it was showing, you know, 0 before, because that would indicate that we basically had no food remaining whatsoever, which was a bit weird, but anyway, I'm not going to wait any longer. We're just going to go straight on in. There doesn't seem to be really any point in, you know, doing that, because otherwise I am going to literally run out of food, and bad things are going to happen as a result of that. So anyway, let's just do this, and hopefully I can actually do relatively well this time again, because obviously at the very start of the episode, you know, we took 0 damage in that siege, and I'm very much hoping that maybe I'll be able to do a similar thing here. And it's funny because I really wasn't trying super hard. I was literally just, well, I don't know, lucky, I guess? I'm actually not entirely sure. I started off by basically doing this, but it's really funny because look at what's happening right now. Look at that. That is hilarious. These guys, I am absolutely speechless at times, you know? These guys just literally being able to deal damage to me so easily in comparison to my previous experience in that first siege that we did. And I was doing the exact same thing, basically just throwing my thrown weapons into the crowd of infantry, and you know, that's it. Just kind of playing a little bit of peekaboo, you know, around the corner, make sure that we didn't get sniped or anything like that. And yeah, that was actually working really, really well. But unfortunately, as you can see, it is not working as intended this time around. And now I'm going to have some issues even defeating this fella. Oh, he crumpled. That was hilarious. He absolutely crumpled. Going to tell everyone to charge in here as well. And yeah, it was really nice to take 0 damage, actually, gotta say. It was super, super nice to do that, but seems like we're getting a little bit more unlucky this time around. I guess the archers definitely played a pretty big role here in me taking damage, because I obviously didn't see where they were. Oh, we're getting rocks on us. Oh yes, how fantastic. Yeah, the rocks are coming down. That is off. The sound that it makes, the sound is just absolutely bone-crunchingly terrifying. Hopefully I'm not going to get absolutely murdered by it myself. I can't believe that guy actually blocked. Really? How did he block that? Not in a million years, really. Okay, let's try and kill some of their archers as well. Still need to make a new weapon, by the way, but obviously I've been a bit on the siege warfare route at the moment. I'm kind of trying to finish off the Sultanate here. Well, shall we say finish off the Sicilians in their Sultanate territories. And yeah, I think we're probably going to be pretty fine with doing that. And then we'll hopefully be able to get some additional food, because let's face it, I'm actually pretty far away from any kind of town. And so we are going to have some big issues actually replenishing our stores. But hopefully I'll be able to make it back in time, because we really don't have that much left. Okay, we're just going to speed things up here. All of my forces are just going to be running around. Hopefully I'm not going to die. I'm just going to stand in this corner here. My forces seem to be a little bit confused about where the last remaining enemies are, but thankfully we were able to win the battle. There it is. 16 renown for us as well. Of course, 16 renown, not actually that good, but, you know, it's fine. It was a small garrison where we are very much outnumbering the opponent, so I'm wholeheartedly not expecting any kind of renown value that would break the proverbial bank. But there you go. We are going to be able to show mercy once again. Let's just, you know, put a bunch of money back in there. This is, wow, this is a pretty lacking castle upgrade. I'm not entirely sure why they're so behind, but maybe they were just consistently taken by people. I don't know. But yeah, once this comes up, we are going to be giving this to Dalaset. That makes the most sense. Making peace with the Sicilians. Oh, yes, I would love to do that. No, we are not doing that. It is now going to cost me 500 influence every single time we do that. But now here's the thing. I only have 1 fief remaining, and this should be perfectly fine. Roger wants this. How dare you, Roger? No, I will be giving it to Dalaset. Thank you very much. She is the one that is going to be taking care of this, even though Roger don't get me wrong, he's a good vassal. He is a good vassal, but I really just want to make sure that we give it to people that are actually going to have, territories in this area. And I'm actually not entirely sure how we're going to do this, because I'm going to have to give Roger something, otherwise he's going to leave, and that's going to be very, very harsh. So, yeah, not entirely sure how that's going to work. But anyway, hopefully we can buy some olives here. 13 olives. Wow, can you imagine? Can you imagine going into the village and saying, oh yes, I would love to buy 13 olives. I'm sure it's not exactly 13 olives. I'm sure it means, like, some kind of like crates, maybe crates or bags of olives or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it's something like that in comparison to what I'm saying, where it's individual, there's no way it's going to be individual olives that you're going to be purchasing. That would be absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, anyway, we can now hopefully sell, we can sell quite a few things here, and I'm going to go into the smithy in just a second as well, because we do want to create that new, I'm not caring too much about the cash right now. We're just going to go straight back into the smithy here, because I would love to be able to create a new polearm. Maybe we're going to be able to make something relatively fun. So here we go. Let me see if I can make this a little better than last time. What about one of these? I personally think these are pretty fun. And it is a... I don't know. I think this is kind of cool. So yeah, let's try it out. Okay. So let me see here. Right. These are all two-handed. These are all two-handed. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. I understand. These are all two-handed because of the blade I'm using. Aha. That actually makes a whole bunch of sense, doesn't it? All right. So let's actually use the shortest handle they have, but maybe something that's tier 4. So I'm thinking something like this, which is the pine shaft. Yeah, I'm thinking like that. Yeah. Oh, the decorated one? The decorated one might be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe. No, the pine shaft is a lot less weighty, so I'm actually liking that quite a bit more. Okay, we're going to make it a little bit shorter here as well. And then we can actually put some decorations on this thing as well. I'm not sure whether that's really going to do much. It actually increases its weapon reach, which I find very funny. I don't know why a banner would increase weapon reach, but it's funny nevertheless. Okay. Oh, this is actually increasing its handling. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's fun. All right, this actually increases its handling. So yeah, we might as well do that. And then, is there anything else that actually does something? No, this just changes the value of it, which is very funny in my opinion. I guess I might as well just put this on. Does it do anything? Yeah, it just increases its steel cost. Alright. Well, let's call it something amazing then, shall we? Oh dear. You know what? Just give me some suggestions for some weapons in the comments if you want to. You don't have to, obviously, but generally, if you have an idea about what a cool polearm name would be, and I'm talking about, okay, now my definition of cool, that is very wide, okay? Because you've seen my names of weapons in the past. What was it? Vegetable slaying device of doom, or whatever it was called. That to me actually is pretty funny. It's funny, and as a result, you could deem it cool. So, by all means, give me your funny names, give me your cool names, give me, edgy names, whatever you want to go for. But for now, I'm going to be calling this the Grateful Slayer of Dominions of bread like beings who smile when they slaughter lettuce. Perfect. There you go. That is the most perfect. Look at the name. Look at that. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't crash the game, actually. I am very much surprised about that. We made a masterwork one. Look at that. We made a masterwork one. Oh, now I am I'm very intrigued as to what that looks like. Let's take a look, shall we? That sounds fun. Alright, let's have a look. Where is it? Where is it, he says, the longest name in the history of the world. Okay, where... I mean, literally, vegetable chopping device of doom. Yeah, I mean, come on now. Okay, so where... there it is. Oh, that is so hilarious. That is the funniest thing ever. Alright, yeah, this is looking so much better than my other weapon, so we're going to use that. It is a masterwork, the grateful slayer of dominions of bread-like beings who smile when they slaughter lettuce. Aha. I had no idea that you could actually name it something so long. I find that absolutely... Oh, that is rip-roariously funny. Okay, so, yes. Anyway, we are now gonna just sell a couple of our saddles. Do I have a lot of saddles? Yeah, some? Not that many, actually. Alright, never mind. What else do we... Oh, yeah, they actually have no money, so it's basically pointless for me to even sell anything here. Hopefully the reset isn't actually gonna... Oh no, it reset my equipment. Ah, come on. Why did it do that? Okay, well, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. There we go. We did that. And now we can just leave straight away. Oh, I am so looking forward to using this weapon. I really cannot wait. Okay, what's my trade skill at right now? 272. Ah, I really want to get to 300. That's going to be so incredibly fun too. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, let's just level... Oh, level. Let's just convert these guys. And we're going to just have to get rid of one person. Let's get rid of this guy. And there we have it. Okay, so we have one more fief to take, and then we will be able to make peace with the Sicilians, finally. And then all of my forces will have a wonderful, wonderful time just relaxing, you know, just relaxing and not having to really do too much, because what I want them to do is I want to have them build up their forces, build up their fiefs, and try to maximize the amount of prosperity that we can then gain over time. Because as I said, generally money is going to be extremely important to us in the future, and I'm kind of hoping at least that many of my vassals will be able to take care of their business themselves. You know, I'm hopeful that I won't have to get involved in all of their affairs as well, because if I do have to do that, then it's going to be a big pain, and hopefully I won't have to. Alright, there's that going on. Okay, what's actually going on here? Oh yes, one of our children has now aged up to level 8. Yeah, it's level 8. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll just go for endurance here. What else do we want to go for? Probably steward, athletics. I think athletics would probably be quite fun. Smithing. Okay, sure. Smithing's a little bit better than engineering, gotta say that, but, well, is it? It depends. It very much depends on what you like, but yeah, both can be quite useful in general. And I am just really wanting more trade skill. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're not seeing huge amounts of trade skill actually happening. So that must mean that my caravans are either traveling long distances before being able to trade their goods, or they're being stopped by a number of enemies. I'm gonna assume that that's the case potentially. So that's actually kind of harsh. Anyway, yeah, let's just put all these in reserve, like there, and there we go. Alright, I am so looking forward to testing out this new weapon. It has actually never been the case where I have had a masterwork weapon, because whenever I have created weapons in the past in the smithing minigame, I have not actually used Better Smithing Continued, which is the mod I'm using at the moment, and that actually provides you with a bunch of quality of life improvements in regards to smithing. So it tells you when you create a masterwork weapon. And before, when I would be playing, obviously I wouldn't have this mod, and I wouldn't know whether I had created a masterwork weapon or not. And that really makes a huge difference to the amount of excitement that you get from doing this activity, in my opinion at least. Okay, so let's try not to get absolutely murdered here. My forces can hopefully... This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. I did exactly the same thing that I did last time, where I literally came outside here and I thought, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just try and see if I can do a little bit of damage with my thrown weapons, and the enemy did not come outside. They did not come outside. They just didn't... They didn't care at all about me. throwing thrown weapons at them, and now all of a sudden they are caring about me like no one's business. I don't know. It seems to be a curse of recording or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but you can see how much damage we're actually able to deal here. This is a fun weapon, and it's super fast as well, as you can see. It kind of acts a bit more like a... It's like a polearm that acts like a two-handed, you know what I mean? And I think that is a pretty good thing to say about it, to be honest, because I, as you know, am a huge fan of two-handed weapons. And if you can use this like a two-handed weapon, then I think you're going to be pretty happy. Unfortunately, I am getting murdered. And maybe I'm going to be able to survive. Do you think I can maybe survive? I'm not entirely sure. Look at the... Look at the screen whenever I say, you know, that I want to swap my weapon out. It says, swap in the masterwork, the grateful slayer of dominions and bred like beings who smile when they slaughter letters. It doesn't even say what to swap it with, because it literally... it's too long a name. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that, as I said. I think that's hilarious. Okay, so anyway, let me see if I can... Oh, okay. Ah, there's all the... There's all the opponent. They're just kind of standing on the walls up there. And I'm not entirely sure how we get up there, to be honest. Do we go this way? Yeah, I assume we go this way. This is very close quarters, but thankfully we do have... Oh, well, all my forces are currently in here, so this is gonna be somewhat... What? How did I get shot? How did I... What? What actually shot me right there? I have no idea. Alright, okay, apparently there was some archer in there that I didn't see, and he took us out with a headshot. What a wily individual he is. Alright, well, whatever the case, I'm just gonna speed everything up here. We don't have to worry too much, as we are indeed going to achieve victory, and that is the final fief for the Sicilians, now finally eliminated. And there we go. That is it. So now we just have to give this to Dalaset once again, and once we've given this to her, then we can very, very confidently, you know, slink back into peacetime, and we can just start building up our, you know, building up our forces and building up our prosperity, as I said, and basically making it so that we are an extremely well-built faction. For when the time comes, we're going to need to attack the Holy Roman Empire. And that is going to be extremely difficult. Don't get me wrong. I think it's going to be extremely difficult for us to do that. Anyway, we're just going to do this. This is not a very well built up town, so hopefully Dalaset is going to do, is hopefully going to do a good job with this. And hopefully I'm going to also be able to get a significant amount of these people to maybe go away from here. That would be nice. Okay, so here we go. Yep, we are going to be giving this to... Are you... Ah. Okay, fine. I'm going to have to give this to Roger. I did not want to do this. I wanted... Actually, wait a minute. I can give it to myself, and then I can gift it to her, can't I? Yeah, I'm going to give it to myself. Oh, someone's actually supporting me. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. Well, we're going to get this, and then we're just going to gift it to her. So where is this again? Where is this? This one. There we go. We can gift it to there, and there we have it. Okay, fantastic. So now she has a town and 2 castles, and the other fellow has, I think, 2 castles and 2 towns. So that is a little bit dicey, I think. Actually, wait a minute. Let me actually just see. Yeah, he does. He does. He has Constantine, he has Bizerte, he has Semingi, and he also has Eluard. And those are... Yeah, that I guess that's pretty... I think that's okay. It very much depends on if he's actually going to be an honorable individual or whether he's going to backstab us. It could go either way, to be honest. Not entirely sure. Anyway, let's just wait here for a little bit of time just to let things kind of settle down. And then we're going to go over to the diplomacy screen. We're going to receive 160 tribute per day. I always find that really, really funny, actually, when the tribute just goes plummeting down to the floor, because it's like, okay, you know, they really want to do that somehow. I'm not entirely sure why they want to give us such a small amount, considering we have just completely dominated them this entire time. Anyway, making peace with the Sicilians. They want to do that. How much are you going to give me? They don't say. This is a thing that I have been asking for the last, 10 billion years, but I've been asking for more information on these screens, because I don't know how much they're willing to give us. I mean, you can see here it shows me right now, but it doesn't show me on that actual screen. And there was actually a time where I was playing a mod by the name of the Land of Seeker. The Land of Seeker. And I have a full playlist of that, by the way. Probably one of my many favorite series that I've created, because it's a total conversion mod. It changes the map significantly, adds a bunch of different factions, and so on. And also a huge amount of supernatural-based features as well, where you actually have undead attacking you, and you can attack them in these alternate zones, and it's all very cool. Anyway, the point is, in that I had a situation where my friends wanted to make peace, and I thought, okay, yeah, sure, we can make peace, because I saw that beforehand on the screen, on this screen right here, on the kingdom screen, it was providing, I think 2,000 or something like that tribute, and I thought, oh yeah, it's probably going to be 2,000 tribute, and then I ended up paying 1,000 or something like that. I can't remember now, but it was basically the complete opposite to what I expected it to be. So that is definitely something to, that's the reason why I've been asking since that time, can we please have, more information on that screen, because that is going to make a huge difference. I think I'm probably just going to make peace with them, to be honest. Receive 400 tribute per day. Let's just make peace with them. I don't know whether I'm going to get anything better than that, so we might as well just get the 400, and it's better than nothing, It's really better than nothing. We probably want to attack England sometime, actually. They seem not that difficult, potentially, because they don't have too much in the way of territory. So it should be a somewhat easy conquering, but, it is extremely far away. And that is going to be the thing that is, going to affect our overall success, in my opinion. Anyway, let's just buy a bunch of extra food here. I was actually running out quite quickly. Let's go over to the fish here. Oh yeah, also I need to disband this army. There's no point in me keeping them around, is there? So they can just go off and do whatever they want. Mengus, why am I talking to you? Go away, sir. Thank you very much. And let's have a look. Okay, yeah, there's 86. Well, that's, I guess, alright. Oh yeah, by the way, I do need to go to the smithy and actually smelt some Pugios, because I have, I think we noted in the previous episode that I had over 120 of them or something, which is hilarious in itself. Seems like I don't have that much hardwood either, and there isn't any available here too, so this is maybe a time where I can look for +3. Maybe I can sort by, oh, there we go, that's a little better. I should probably just sort by how much they're going to give me, but sometimes that filter doesn't actually work for me as intended, so I generally just tend to do it the old-fashioned way. But maybe it would be a better idea for me to just use the filter. No, it seems like I've found things. There we go. That's absolutely fine. Okay, great. So now we can just smelt a bunch of these. And then, where are the Pugios? Where are the Pugios? Probably all the way at the top. Ah, there they are. Look at this. I have 133 of these things. And 24. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to be gaining it. Look at that. Look at how much I gained right there. That is just insanity. And then we're just going to convert some of that more, some more of the hardwood. And there we have it. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. We managed to capture the entirety of the Sultanate territories. We have over 3 million in gold. We have 3,400 influence. Most of our people are actually looking pretty good. Someone actually asked me to take a look at the entirety of the map so you can see exactly what's happening. As you can see, the Holy Roman Empire is just absolutely dominating pretty much everything in the area. London is under control of the French, which is actually amazing. We also have a bunch of Holy Roman Empire fiefs that are also taken by them in England. And otherwise, apart from that, everything seems to be relatively similar, I think. And we have these fellows over here that are also the same. And whoa, yeah, this is a massive map. I'm not entirely sure if I'm even going to be able to conquer the entirety of things here, but I guess we'll just try our very best. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.